guys? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hey family, we're all family. We're cousins or brothers or sisters or whatever you want to call it, auntie, uncle, whatever. Hey, it's your boy Caleb here. If this is your first time here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave your comments below. Let me know if you guys agree with me or disagree with me. Some of you guys may know me as Caleb the Artist. I am a singer, songwriter, and producer. So if you would love to check out any of that, any of my music or my vlogs or anything, my other page is in the description. But all my music is all over streaming platforms at Caleb the Artist. But this is my separate channel. It's called Caleb's Hot Takes, where I give my opinion and I report the news on what's going on all things reality TV and pop culture. Okay? So this is episode 3 of the series. And last episode, if you guys missed out on last episode, make sure to go back, watch that if you want a quick little update. But we're going to carry on from there. So in that last video, we talked about Phaedra returning and how my thoughts on Frick and Frack. So Phaedra returns. We talk about Kenya Moore leaving the show and my thoughts on that. And we're going to carry on from there. So on the last episode, the ladies, they go to Britt Edie's event. And it's kind of like a tea party, cute little gifts like Kentucky Derby, like very sophisticated tea party. And I thought all the ladies were cute. But we're going to talk about today, you know, it was very unclear to me if Portia and Drew had a small beef, being that, you know, she did a song with Dennis. Now, Drew let it be known that things were just business and just professional between her and Dennis, which I felt like it was great because, you know, some things can be misled or misread or misinterpreted if you don't really give clarification. Now, it's not my business, and I'm going to say this. Everything that I'm saying, I do not know these ladies. I don't know them personally. I'm only going about what is reported in the news and on social media. So that's the format of my channel. I do not do any gossiping. I just report the news, okay? So everything is alleged. And all of this is in for entertainment purposes only. So like I said, things were not clear on if Portia felt the way. But let me tell you, Miss Shamia, you know, her and Portia are best friends and have been best friends for a long, long time. She had no problem speaking up about how she felt about it. So Shamia got an interview with Big Tigger. If you don't know Big Tigger, he's been in the industry for years. But he has his radio station in Atlanta, V103. Some of you guys may be familiar with that. But she got an interview with Big Tigger, and I'm going to pull up the clip right now. But she pretty much speaks her concerns and speaks her mind about how she feels about Drew working with Dennis and how she feels like Drew lies. Like she said, I'm just tired of the lies. She says Drew is her least favorite person. And she also says, I got 5 on it. Drew dropped somebody else's song. It said, you don't speak 5 languages. And she calls out Drew for being a big liar. So let's get into this clip. You guys can hear. I'm just going to play a little bit of it. All of this is from the Bravo Shade Room. I'm shouting out my sources of the Bravo Shade Room, who I got this from, and this is also from Big Tigger V103. But Shamia is expressing how tired she is of Drew lies and throws shade.
Another cast member dropped a song.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah. No, really. Drew has another song. I mean, I put it out there.
She said it leaked, so I wasn't really sure.
Oh, okay. So I said dropping. I don't know if it's out either.
Is it out? Yeah.
Have you? I've never heard it on this station. I mean, I've not heard it on this station. I've heard it.
But we heard your song though. Like
that you did do, and you know what? You never had.
Okay, so it's going to be. Like is it going to be the battle of the queens?
Oh, there's no battle.
Oh, okay, there's only
one. And not at all.
I love it.
So you gotta understand, I speak truth.
Okay.
And I, like, you know how rappers, they rap about their life or whatever.
All right.
I sing about my life and everything in me and with me is authentic.
Oh.
Okay, so when people start out saying, I got 5 different languages that I can speak, you don't speak 5 languages.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, but I'm saying, so do you think Drew dropped her song because you
Drew
dropped
dropped
yours?
somebody else's song.
Oh, well,
5 languages I ain't never heard.
I'm gonna slide out of the way on that.
So like I said, guys, I'm not going to play the whole clip, but you can be sure to click the link below, and the link will be there, and you can pull up the interview and you can listen yourselves. But I don't know. That's just so weird. It's like, Shamia, why are you coming for Drew like that? Why are you coming for Drew like that? But it was funny though. I'm not gonna lie. But it's like, girl, Shamia, come on now. Let Portia fight her own battles. And if it wasn't that much for Portia, why are you worried about it? But if it is a problem for Portia, I feel you. Because speak up for your best friend. There's nothing wrong with speaking up for your best friend. Now, Shamia says, anything that she does is authentic. And she's going to tell her truth. And it's going to be real to her. And, well, her truth. But she feels like Drew is not truthful. She says that Drew does not speak 5 languages, and that is false. So she's pretty much just trying to say that Drew be faking it. But like I said before, I fucks with Drew. I like Drew. And I feel like she's elevating, like she's that girl. She's definitely getting the looks together, which I love. But Drew is a beautiful woman. Like, she doesn't have to do too much in general at all. Like, look at her. Look at Miss Drew Sidora. She's eating the girls up. I'm loving the blonde. I'm loving the outfits. But she pretty much had to clock in and tell Shamia, girl, what is you making up shit for? You trying to have a beef with me for no reason? Like, girl, you want a moment. So in the caption, she said, watch out for people who do interviews and create imaginary beef. At Shamia Morton. Hair at Go Naked. that is just so funny, because it's like, to me, it's subliminally saying, girl, mind your business. Okay, me and Portia are good. You see me, I'm rocking her hair, the Go Naked hair, and it's giving. And it's like, girl, you're trying to create a moment for what? Shamia, what are you trying to create a moment for? I was living for it. I live when a girl's clap back and it's not crazy. It's like a cute little simple shade. I love it. Now, this was in July when that happened, but go fast forward to August 1st. The Real Housewives of Atlanta ladies are currently in Grenada on their cash trip. So this would be, I think it would be considered the first cash trip of the season, if I'm not mistaken. Now, in this video, you see Cynthia Bailey, Portia Williams, you see Phaedra Parks in the back. We got Shamia Morton and all in this video. And they're pretty much, they were promoting their Jab After Sunset party that they were having over there in Grenada. And it looked like they were having a good time. Like, I've never been to Grenada, and I had never heard of Grenada until I saw this. Now, the ladies, they all looked good, and from my understanding, all the ladies were there, considering, and I mean, Britt Edie was there, but I don't think that Angela Oakley was there, or Kelly. Now that I'm looking, I don't think she was there. I don't see any videos. I don't see any videos of her. But a lot of people in the comments, now this is where, when I was talking about in my last episode, this is where a lot of people were saying, just cancel the show, move it to Zeus. It's Carnival. People said it's Carnival. People, calm down. Actually, I'm looking right now. Leah Diaz, who actually was on Married to Medicine LA, she says this in the comments. I might get ate up for this comment, but no. Why does everything have to be so level when it comes to black women on reality TV? Now, this is a good discussion. She says, we are some of the most beautiful, creative, talented, and successful people on this earth. Why do we have to look forward to what do we have to look forward to, I'm sorry, on reality TV now? Question mark. Fist fighting on Zeus. Now classless scenes on Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is not what we need or want. Now let's start with what she's saying. When it comes to black women on reality TV, why is it so low level? And honestly, I'm going to agree with this because for a few seasons of not only Married to Medicine, but Real Housewives of Atlanta, not Potomac, because Potomac does really good trips. Like they've been to Greece, they've been to a lot of few places. But I want to say, yeah, they went to Florida last season, I think. Is that, or maybe I got the seasons confused. I don't understand why they give the black shows these like freaking travel destinations that they can go to on a day to day if they wanted to. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like I've said before, the premise of Housewives was to show us the life of luxury, show us the life of wealth. And it's like, y'all taking these motherfuckers down to South Carolina. Yeah, they went to South Carolina when Kenya, with the Bolo situation. They went to freaking South or North Carolina. It's like, really? They could have done that off the show. I don't understand why they continue to give these black shows these like basic travel destinations. And don't get me wrong, there is a lot of good things in the US to see, but we want to see them out the country, especially when you got like Beverly Hills and you have New York ladies, like they're going to fabulous places for their travel destinations. And especially like even when you think about the Real Ultimate Girls Trip, they went to nice places, and I feel like they only went there because of the white women that were a part. I just don't feel like they treat them fairly, and it's very obvious now. Maybe it wasn't obvious a few years back because they were traveling to nice places, but now it's so obvious. And even with the Married to Medicine, like they went to fucking, what was it? Freak, where did they go last year? Some of y'all may know what I'm talking about. With where Jackie husband, all of that debacle. I can't think of the place right now. But it's like, really? That's not shit. Like, why haven't the girls on Married to Medicine got a Africa trip or Puerto Rico? I don't know. I just feel like it should be fair all across the board. But I honestly didn't feel like what the ladies were doing in this clip that's about to be that I'm about to pull up. I didn't feel like they were doing anything classless. Like I just felt like they were having fun. They're out the country, and there's nothing wrong with it. They're having fun. But baby, 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 these comments, they weren't feeling the new girls. A lot of people were not feeling Phaedra being back in the mix. They have a lot of people have mixed reviews about Phaedra being back, and I'm gonna pull up a few posts from Twitter just expressing how they feel about Phaedra returning. This one tweet, I didn't quite agree with it now, because it's Carrie. He always has something ignorant to say. It's never really anything that holds substance. Like, he always has to hit below the belt. It is like, boy, like, what do you do? That's what I have a hard time figuring out or understanding. It's like a lot of people that have the most to say aren't even doing shit in their lives. Like, what do you do to be trying to comment on somebody that don't even really know you? Yes, of course, I'm sure Phaedra was getting a pretty cute coin from Bravo, but let's not act like she does not have several other careers. In my Phaedra Parks voice, that if things like this happen, she can bounce back on. She has a whole mortuary license. She is an attorney. She was doing pet funerals. Phaedra is a multifaceted girl, so please stop. Please stop with that. I love me some Candy, but y'all be doing too much.
Oh, no, ma'am, hunting you to bring it down a notch, and we're gonna keep talking, and we're gonna keep working on it, and you are gonna clean up some of that shit that's coming out your mouth. Excuse me. Oh, no, ma'am, hunting you to bring it.
Really tired. I'm just, I'm so tired, child. I'm so tired. I'm really tired.
Like, guys, at this point, you just need to stick with it. Phaedra's back. It's either you're going to watch or you're not going to watch. And I feel like a good majority of, not I wouldn't say a good majority, but there's a lot of people out there that are just never satisfied with anything. So it's like you can't please everybody. You cannot please everybody, and you're not going to please everybody. But clearly, there are people that's living for Phaedra being back. This is her home on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You guys are just gonna have to deal with it. You know, you're either gonna watch or you're not gonna watch. And if you're not gonna watch, just be quiet, cause clearly, Mr. Andy Cohen is living for Phaedra. He has expressed his gratitude for Phaedra multiple times. And I think it's amazing. Not only did he express this publicly on this TMZ interview, but he's also had invited her back on Watch What Happens Live for, I want to say 100, it was the 100 episode anniversary or like the 10-year anniversary or something like that. I can't think of it. So Bravo clearly loves Phaedra. She's come back and she's done Traitors. She's done Married to Medicine. And now she's back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So just deal with the resurgence of Miss Phaedra Parks.
Andy, oh my God, so Phaedra is back on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So,
yeah.
So does that mean that like Kenya is no more, or maybe can we see her coming back, or is Phaedra like the actual permanent replacement? Do you know, or?
You know what? What I know is that it is going to be an incredible season. I am so excited that Phaedra is coming back, and that's really where I'm at.
And the ratings should be really good.
I hope so. I mean, the show's really good, which is the most important thing.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Now, a day after they get back from Grenada, Kelly and Shamia ends up in Miami, if I'm not mistaken, and she leaves this message on her Instagram saying, "Imagine me addressing someone who can't even spell quiet correctly. I see the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Get your clowns under control." Now, it was never clear who she was sending this message directly to. We don't know, still don't know to this day. You know, if it ain't direct, it ain't applied. So it's like, girl, if you ain't gonna add them, we don't know who you're talking about. But then again, she says, I've been quiet for 2.5 years. Everybody gonna be quiet. Make me show these receipts. So I don't think it's anything to do with the Real Housewives. So like I said, Shamia and Kelly went to Miami. And then a few days afterwards, the two friends that they were trying to convince us were besties, Kelly and Britt, they unfollowed each other on Instagram. Now, it wasn't clear, but they both end up shading each other on their Instagram stories. And it's like, what is going on? Now, me personally, you couldn't have fooled me or couldn't have convinced me that they were real friends to begin with. Like, it literally they met maybe a few months or a few weeks before filming started. And they were like, we're going to be the two besties and we're going to rule these girls. We're the new girls. And clearly that ship sunk and it failed tremendously, because why did y'all unfollow each other? I want to know. But I guess we're going to have to see that play out on the show. So as the ladies get back to the States, Phaedra hosts a fashion show. If you don't know, they revealed it on Married to Medicine, but Phaedra is a partner with a fashion store. I think it's called The Vault, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, this is mad. This is Ashley. We paired this with a Sherman coat, which matches really good. And this is just made. Put the hood on. So the coat. This is Dylan's collection.
Now, this next clip here is of Mr. Mark Daly, which you guys may know of being Kenya's ex-husband. Now, me personally, I've never seen this man on live. I've barely even seen this man on social media, right? So this was a bit shocking that he was doing this. But I also feel like there's nothing wrong with him defending his the mother of his child. At the end of the day, that's the mother of his child, and honestly, what went on in their marriage is none of our business. But the fact that he is sticking up for her and speaking out, I feel was commendable.
Everyone who I met through that experience was great, except for you know who, the producers, the Mr. Cohen, the snake in chief. You guys know that, right? See how they did Kenya dirty? And you know what's funny? Everyone said, oh, Mark, you this, Mark, you that. You know what? If I was there, it would never had that crazy set.
Now, you guys can watch the rest of what he said on the Bravo Shade Room. I'm also going to leave that link below. But I also agree with him. You know, when him and Kenya were still together, he kept Kenya in check. You know, there's certain things Kenya just did not do, and she did not play about her husband. But if you guys made it to the end, I want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in to Caleb's Hot Takes. This is episode 3. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and leave your opinions below. Let me know if you agree with me. If you don't agree with me, leave it all in the comments. I would love to engage with you guys. And I see you guys next time. And like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to check out my other pages, those things are also in the bio. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.